Welcome to Flag Us, the podcast where we break down the green flags you should run towards
and the red flags that you should run from.
So with that being said, Twan, what's one red flag that you ignored that you shouldn't have?
I think a red flag that I ignore is attitude. I honestly, sometimes when somebody's showing you who they are, sometimes you got to believe them. But my thing is like, I could fix them. What's a red flag that you ignored?
So I'm kind of like in the same boat that you are, but I would say the biggest red flag is seeing potential in something rather than go based off their current actions. Like it's always like you said, like, I could fix it. But it's more of like, I see potential in somebody, so I'm expecting them to,
get into that. Okay.
Yes, but it just doesn't pan out from that. And I'm seeing the red flags, but I'm just ignoring them because I'm like, but he has potential to be this. But he never gets to that.
I think, that's one of my biggest things. And I be sitting there like, no, I can fix it. It's like a sinking ship. You try to put some tape on it, and you try to put some more tape on it, and you try to put some more tape on it. The next thing you know.
So I'm just all taped up, huh?
There's some holes in this boat. There's definitely some holes in this boat.
Wow. So he is speaking the truth today. Okay.
All right. So I got a question for you.
Okay.
What's a red flag that you thought that you can fix?
Well, as the CEO of Build a Nigga. Nah, let me stop.
The CEO
I just feel like, you can't teach someone feelings and you can't teach someone desire. You can't teach someone how to love you. You can only teach them how to be better or to make something better. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you're trying to build someone into something that they're not. So it's never going to fall through. It's always, I don't feel like you can fix somebody. Yes, we try to do it all the time, but I just feel like it doesn't pan out to what we want it to be because it's not that person's true self. So again, and I think that's where overlooking the red flags come in because you want to be with someone so bad that you're overlooking all these red flags, and at the end of the day, it's not going to work. So you're literally just wasting your time. So.
Well said.
But, all right, Twan, so I'm going to run it back to you. What do you feel there's some red flags that you think you can fix in a relationship?
Definitely attitude. Like attitude and like the way that you take in life and the way I always think I can speak life into somebody. Yo, you can do it. Trying to be like a positive Paula instead of a negative Nancy. I always try to speak life into somebody, and it don't always work like that. So I think that's one thing that I always think I can fix, and I just you can't fix it no matter what.
You cannot, and we always think that we can, and it's just something that if the person doesn't want to do something,
you can't,
or they don't desire to do something, or they're complacent with where they are, there's no fixing that. They got to want to fix themselves. Somebody else can't do it for them.
Oh, I got another one too. A red flag that, guys, you cannot. When women ask you, what are you looking for in a woman? Don't answer that question. It's a trick.
How is it a trick?
You know why it's a trick? Because when somebody asks you what you're looking for, they kind of try to morph into that person on who like what you're looking for. Oh, I like them. Like say you like them tall, dark skin. He gonna go and he gonna probably put some makeup on and try to put some stilts on, and he's gonna try to get tall. You tell a chick, I like a woman that bakes. All of a sudden, she's Betty Crocker. She don't know nothing. And then later down the line, let's say, oh, I love Star Wars. Like Star Wars for me, that's like I love Star Wars. She comes to you and she's like, she knows all the Star Wars. She knows like all the characters. 6 months or maybe a year later down the line, you find out she hates fucking Star Wars. Like she despises Star Wars. And she did all this just to get you. And that's not who you are. Be who you are.
I would say yes, be who you are. But that's somebody with a lot of time on their hands, because if I'm asking a man, what does he look for in a woman? I'm just trying to figure out if I even want to go that route.
See.
So it's like a different perspective depending on like the type of woman that you're talking to. Because if I'm like, okay, so what are you looking for in a woman? And they just like, oh, I want someone, my companion. I want her to be down for everything, and I want to do threesome relationships. If that's something I'm not into, I can't commit that to you. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to be that person, because that's not who I am. So why even proceed or pursue you if I already know your mindset and where you're going, and that's not something that I want to do? So I'm just gonna be like, okay, maybe I'm not the right person for you.
You need to speak life into
I'm not the right person for you. So I'm going to let you go to the next one. But I do understand what you're saying, asking, a woman asking you, what are you looking for? And they try to fit into that criteria. But
the stilettos don't fit, Ma. Take your foot out of it. Your foot is hanging off the tip of the...
Not as hanging off the tip.
Your foot is hanging off the stiletto, Ma.
Okay, yeah.
All right, well, we got a new segment. New segment we're going to introduce is called Flag on the Play.
Flag on the Play. So Flag on the Play is going to be a game. It's going to be a series of questions. Mm-hmm. We're probably going to do maybe like 5 or 6 questions.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you 5 or 6 questions. And once I answer the question, we have to put whether it's a red flag or a green flag right away. Okay. I can't wait to see what you pick. You can't wait to see what I pick. And if we're on the opposite sides of the team, then you have about 15 to 30 seconds to plead your side as to why you said it was a red flag or a green flag. And then, of course, we'll go ahead and state our sides.
Okay.
If we agree, then we agree. There's nothing really more we can say because we agree on the same thing. But remember, you have to answer fairly quickly, and then we'll get into it.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So first question I'm going to ask is, posting someone immediately after the first date. You need your flags in your hand, sir.
Oh, posting someone immediately
after the first date.
All right. So apparently, I'll go first. Posting somebody immediately after a date is basically saying, it kind of sets the tone on what the relationship is going to be like. Like, this person lives on social media. This person, as like the first date, is just, you basically live on social media. You don't even know me from a can of blank paint. So why did you pick a green flag?
Green flag because I'm on the red side, right? So the reason why I'm on the red side is because I'm petty to the max. So again, if I go out with you on the first date and I post you, that's kind of like me saying like, hey, who man is this? Y'all got about 48 hours to respond, because I don't know if you know, which you probably know or you may not know, but there is an app out there called T. It's a T app. So the T app is for like women, and we can post the person that we're dealing with or we're talking to, and other women are able to see it. And if your name comes across and somebody knows you, oh, they giving me the tea on you.
Oh, wow.
They giving me the tea on you.
It seemed like the cheat, but I heard of something like that. I think the guys have something similar to that T app. But that's definitely, man, that's a red flag.
Because if I'm on that first date with you and I already know that you belong to somebody else or you got a baby on the way, please tell me up front.
Not you posted, hey, whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this? I gotta know. And and if I don't hear anything, maybe I'll do a story, since a story is only about
24. You got 24
hours. You got 24 hours.
24 hours to speak
and
up.
Somebody can once they comment on that little thing, go straight to my inbox. It's not for the whole world to see. Okay. you know, us ladies is looking out for us ladies, and you giving me the tea to tell me to get the running, or you know, he might be something.
All right. What's the next one?
All right. So the next question is, they don't want to share locations. I'm going with the red flag on this one.
Sorry, I didn't read that. So yeah, green flag. Yeah.
Why don't you want to share a location?
Yeah, listen, the way I was raised, my mama told me to come in when the street lights came on. She didn't know where I was at. I was safe. Why are we sharing locations? I'm safe. As long as I make it home before the street lights come on, we are okay. Why are we sharing locations?
Why not? If you ain't got nothing to hide, why wouldn't you share your location? So if your significant other is out there and I get, you know, God forbids I don't show up at home or something, and you worried about me not answering my phone, you can't even see where my location is at. What if I'm in trouble? What if I need your help and I'm unable to, you know, reach out? Like,
this is the reason why they have emergency contacts on your phone. If
emergency contacts.
If something ever happened to you, the ambulance, the first thing they do, if they don't know who you are, they pick up your phone.
But my subscription in my car ended. So
no, this is on your phone. This is on your phone. Yeah, this is on your phone.
What do you mean?
You don't go nowhere without your phone.
Yeah, but what if I get in an accident and I can't get to my phone?
See, I ain't got all the answers now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, what happens if something happens to me and I'm unable to reach out, unable to call, and you don't know where I'm at?
But that's the same thing as I don't know.
You got somewhere. You got something to hide. No, you got something to hide.
I don't know something happened.
You probably somewhere you ain't supposed to be.
I'm everywhere I'm supposed to be, but I just don't. It's just that whole finding out where you at. Are you supposed to? You gonna pull up on me or something?
I ain't gonna pull up on you, but you know, sometimes I wanna. You know, what if I want to do something special for you and I want to see you on your way home? I ain't asking you nothing.
Where you at?
And you're going to be like, why?
Exactly. Red flag.
Okay, whatever. Clearly, we ain't on the same page. We're just going to go to the next question because you're getting on my nerves. Let's see. They eat off your plate without asking. Definitely the red flag.
Don't touch my food. Don't touch. Especially the dirty hands. Don't do that.
Stay on your side.
Stay on your side.
I don't want no forks poking on my plate or nothing. Okay, so that's something that we agreed on. Okay. Next question. They watched the next episode of your show without them. I know you lying, because you definitely guilty of it. Why do you think it's a green flag?
As long as I don't tell you that I watched it, and I don't tell you what's about to happen, and I'm just as shocked as you is, when we watched it together, I don't see a problem in it.
That's a red flag, because first and foremost, it's my show, or it's our show. That's something that we kind of like, that's our quality time together. Mm-hmm. And you already done watched the show, and I know that, matter of fact, you do this all the time. And I know you watched it because it says to resume the episode or to play from the beginning.
First of all, I prepared myself just in case there's a sad scene. I gotta prepare myself to hold you. I gotta prepare myself to either cry with you or I gotta prepare myself.
So now you an actor. So now you prepare yourself to act for the episode that you should have never even watched.
Hey, listen, I prepared myself for what's about to go down.
It looks like we need to be in different seats. I guess the next segment, I'm gonna be on the green side. And Twan's going to be on the red side because all he's giving is red flags, y'all. All he's giving is red flags.
What's the next question?
Next question. They plan all the dates.
Control freak.
Definitely a red flag.
Control freak.
What he said. I don't always agree with Twan, but on this one, what he said.
Control freak.
Wants control of absolutely everything. It's crazy.
I can't get jiggy with that. I'm more of a like spontaneous type, you know, like to do spontaneous. But I know some people who plan like to the T. I mean to the minute, to the like over here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then things don't go with the attitude. Then this, and then that, and then this.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a control thing from that aspect. All right. So this will be the last question of the flag on the play.
Okay, let's get it.
Let's get it. They say, and I repeat, they say, let's just vibe instead of putting a label on a relationship.
Let's just vibe.
Let's just vibe.
Instead of putting a label on a relationship.
Yes.
All right, fellas. You already know, fellas. Yeah, that's a... Come on, give it to me.
For one, it's a red. Well, I guess it depends on how long we've been talking, because not saying it has to be like a boyfriend, girlfriend type label. But if I'm dealing with somebody, I want to know that we only dealing with each other. And by saying, being very vague and be like, oh yeah, we just vibing, that means you vibing with me, you vibing with her, you vibing with whoever you want to vibe with, because you don't have a title. So you like, and the moment that you get caught, what is it always like? Oh, we ain't in no committed relationship. We ain't got no title. We ain't got this. We ain't got that. So why you feel it's a green flag? Because you're free to do what you want, right?
Not free to do as I want, but why are we in a rush to put titles on something? Like, why do we always have to have a title on something? Sometimes titles, they just mess everything up. Like, sometimes the book is good if you don't know the name of it.
I understand that, but like I said, it depends on the timing. So how long you've been dealing with this person. But then also, I just want to know where we stand.
Like you said, some people just rush into a situation. Depends on how long that we've been dealing with each other. Then I might just be like, now you my little yeah. But sometimes, like you said, the first date, you trying to put a label on. So what are we? We human. That's what we is. What are you talking about? We human.
So we can agree that time frame.
Time frame.
Okay.
Don't rush. Take your time. Time.
That's another conversation, probably for another day.
All right, that was a good game. All right, but I got some green flag questions for you now.
Okay.
All right.
Hit me with the green flag.
So, what is a green flag that people underestimate?
A green flag that people underestimate
In a relationship or friendship. What is like a green flag that's it's like, damn, that's a good tab.
I would have to say, like, the little things people do, kind of like around the house, that goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Like, sometimes when I get off of work, I come home and they're expecting me to cook. And if I come home and it's a dirty kitchen, I'm going in. Like, I'm yelling the whole time. The moment that I walk in my house and everybody's been at home all day and I got stuff in the living room, I got dishes in the sink, all that other stuff. But there's times where, my significant other, tells the kids, like, hey, let's make sure we clean up before your mom get home so that when she comes, she can cook or whatever the case I appreciate that so much. I mean, I may not tell him all the time, but when I come in the house and I'm prepared to start yelling, because that's typically what I do every time I come in the house, like yelling about the cleanliness of the house. And when I come in, I'm like, okay.
Cleaned up.
Okay, house is cleaned up. I go straight to cooking. Like, no yelling involved. Ain't nobody getting cussed out. Ain't nobody running everywhere trying to pick up everything. So I would say, like, little things that's done around the house that goes like unappreciated, like unnoticed. So that person probably doesn't feel like appreciated, and they're doing this thing to ensure that when you get home, that's one less thing that you have to worry about. I definitely appreciate that.
That's dope.
What about you?
I think honesty.
I
think honesty, because everybody can say that they honest, but really, are you really honest? Like, that's one thing in a relationship. Even if it does hurt your feelings, sometimes you just have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with the person that you're dealing with, and I think that honestly definitely goes hand in hand with like trying to be in a good relationship type.
Okay.
So it's definitely underestimated.
Underestimated.
Yeah,
Okay.
that part is definitely underestimated because it's like that's a must in a relationship. Just that honesty.
Honesty?
Honesty.
Because I recall our first segment.
Anyway.
I recall our first segment.
Anyway. All right.
You sell dreams.
I got another one.
Oh yeah, you don't want to talk about that. Okay, well, what's the next one?
What's something your partner does that used to annoy you, but then you realize it's a green flag?
That annoys me?
Yeah,
but realize it's actually a green flag.
I'll give you one.
Yeah, please, because that's a hard one on my end.
I'll give you one. For me, it was being petty. For me, kind of.
You definitely gotta go.
It's definitely me. For it, just I try to realize why are you being petty, and it's kind of most of the time it's cause and effect.
Okay.
So for me, it's like, all right, I understand if I mess up, I might get this petty side. It's like a behavioral correction. It's like it keeps you in line. So it's like, I know this girl about to flip the hell out if I do this. So let me back up. Let me not do this or say this. So that way I don't have to sit here and go through the arguments and whatever. So for me, sometimes it's the petty. I used to hate it. But now it's like, all right. It's like the cause and effects. Like, all right, I got this.
That's a good one. I see that. I'm still stumped, to be honest, on this question. Y'all, he got me. The first time he left me speechless, so I can't get back at him because, I need, yeah.
That's a good one. What they say? What's that?
Oh, you clocked it?
Is that clock it or is that T? It's always some.
Always something new. We too old for that.
All right, I got another. We can end this conversation.
Okay.
All right. So, in every relationship, should every relationship be beneficial?
Absolutely.
Think so?
Absolutely. I feel like when you come to a relationship, you got to bring something other than bills.
Like
you got to be kind of like a support system. You got to be a motivator. Every relationship is not always going to be 50-50. Mm-hmm. Like, say if you're the sole provider when it comes to, the financials, like you take care of home, like you make sure the bills are paid, you make sure there's food in the house, whatever the case might be. Like financially, you are that person. So in order for me to benefit our life, I have to make sure that home is on lock. Home is clean, food is cooked, kids is taken care of. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of ways where people can contribute to a relationship. But then also sometimes you have to be that therapist. Yeah. If you come home and you just having a bad day and you just need to vent, you have to make sure that person's there to be able to listen.
Or a punching bag.
Yes. So I don't think beneficial always has to be from a financial aspect, but it also deals with like the emotional aspect. And if that makes sense.
I totally understand that. And that's how I feel about all my relationships, like friendships, either it has to be beneficial for both of us. I can't call you my friend and either we don't have a business together, we don't have we don't have a business together, or we're not making money together, or it's not benefiting what we want to do in life type situation. Same thing, like you said, in a relationship, it's always beneficial. It has to be beneficial. Like somebody's always going to reap the benefits of either you giving more or you taking more.
Yes.
So, all right, Whit. Well, that's another episode. This is episode 2.
Episode 2.
Episode 2 of Flag Us.
Flag Us.
I'm Twan.
I'm Whit.
And this is Flag Us.
Bye.
Burr, 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 burr.
Episode when I'm sick.
Oh shit!
Episode when I'm sick.
Oh shit!